We're just gonna start. There's a bunch of you in here already. How's it going? So, we're gonna talk about Comic Cons. I'm gonna show you what I got at Comic Con. I went to 2 since you saw me last. Yeah, cards. So, real quick in the beginning here, let's talk about what we're cracking. I have this Power Rangers pack that was given to me by a viewer of the stream. He came by, gave me this Power Rangers pack. It's from, what does it say on it? 72 premium quality trading cards, 12 dazzling power foil etched subset cards. Where was this printed? It says it's printed in Greenville, South Carolina, in 1994. If there's gum, you gotta eat it. Is that the rule? I'm gonna have so much gum. Holy moly, that pack looks old. It is old. What's up, Why Do I Rock? Might lurk for a bit. Enjoy the packing on cracking. Cool. Is it fresh out of the freezer? It is. So, okay. Yeah, 94. So, those, and then Boyks gave me a box of 1993 Marvel Masterpieces trading cards. These had, according to the side, you can't read that because it's not focused, but maybe if I make the text super small, then you still can't read it. Is that what's going on? All new, all original artwork featuring Marvel's top artists. 17,000 sealed numbered cases. Wow. All 90 cards are foil stamped, UV coated. Oh my god. 8 randomly packed Spectra etch cards featuring X-Men 2099. I actually is that a fourth camera now? I wish. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna talk about cameras and stuff. You love Greenville. Awesome. Well, that's where these cards came from. So we're gonna crack these 1993 Masterpiece trading cards. Boyks told me, limited to 350,000. Yeah, that's not limited. That's a giant print run. So Boyks told me that if I put these in the freezer, that when I open them, the foiling won't stick together. So these were in the freezer over the night. Yeah, it's the 90s now. These were in the freezer overnight. Hopefully they won't stick together. We're going to find out. I should have maybe cut my nails before stream. Maybe. I might need them, though, to pry apart these things. We're going to talk about some Comic Cons. We're just chatting. We're just chilling. Thank you, Jimmy and Barry, for the subscription. Welcome to Colorist High Society. Everything you own is now solid gold. Don't worry about a thing. All right. We're gonna save the Power Rangers pack. We're gonna do a few of these first, and kind of kick it off. So I it was the 90s. Yeah. This thing is just like crumbling. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's just like the plastic is just crumbling off this thing. What am I going to do with this? You always wanted a solid gold dog. Everything you touch turns to Marvel cards. Oh, if only. We'd be so rich. We could retire instantly. All right, we got to crack the seal. They sealed this. This is group number 097650 of 350,000. Look at her. Look at She-Hulk. Just loving life. Okay, let's get into this. Used to love these cards. You remember them being like $1 more than the other ones, so you couldn't afford them. Well, good news. I actually, so I've been thinking, because the person that dropped this off was like, hey, you crack cards. I've seen you on your videos crack cards before. Only rich kids open Marvel Masterpieces. We're going to destroy this box trying to get this sticker off of it. Um, and I was thinking, man, I should really be dropping like a weird card in with all the Realm sticker packs. How many packs are in that box? How many cards in a... Ooh, look at that. It's like dirty. It's really dirty. I don't understand. How can a sealed box be dirty? What's up, comics and stuff? Let's find out. The Amalgam Marvel vs. DC cards, those were your fave? Oh. There's a lot of packs in here. I chucked the box. I don't know how many are per pack, but here's what we got. We got a giant stack. This is how many packs we have. That was Trap 90s Atmosphere. The shop you got them from was filthy. You're welcome. It shows the filth got into the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36 packs. And there's six cards in a pack. No way those are going to be freezer cold by the time you get through them. Oh, I mean, they're already warm. It's Florida. They're already warm. Were they supposed to be freezer cold when I went through them? I goofed it. God, man, that box was filthy. Clean your shops. Clean your comic shops and card shops. Good Lord. All right. Let's organize this a little bit. Cards on the right. Let's crack this Surfer one first. So I went to Heroes Con and I went to Ocala Comic Con, and both were very, very different for me. The shop looked the same when you last walked into it 20 years ago. They've never cleaned. Might be the same boxes you saw 20 years ago. All right, let's see who we got here. Strife. Joe Jusko painting. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to be Jusko. Rogue, Jusko, and the Hildebrandt brothers. It's probably going to be a lot of that. Longshot, one of my favorites. Longshot, always with the mullet. Always. Venom. And Archangel. I actually, when I was in Dallas talking about Comic Cons, I actually won in a raffle some Archangel wings. It was a statue. Yeah, that is a sweet Venom. It was a statue of, like, just the wings. It was like this big. Venom was probably worth a lot back then. Yeah. It was just the wings, and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. Like, so I entered a raffle to help with someone's transition, and I was like, oh, this will be a nice thing to donate to. And then I won something, and I was just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I can see what you mean by the cards are sticking together. They are kind of sticking together. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Havoc. Thunderstrike? What is Thunderstrike? He has like a weird mallet, not like a hammer. Is this not Thor? Real name Eric Masterson. This is Thor. Oh, he's got like a beard though. Do you change your name when you get a beard? This is like the skis you won in college after buying a raffle ticket to support the ski club. You were never gonna ski. Yeah, exactly. Poor man's Thor. You missed that memo. Yeah. This says, okay, I'm gonna read I have to hold the card up to be able to read it. So it's hipster Thor. Yeah. You know, when Thor lost the hammer, it went to some other dude. So apparently that's happened before. Because, like, I don't want to spoil it. Female Thor kind of looks like Beta Ray Bill. This is what the card says, by the way. Move over, mighty Thor. There's a new hero in town. Eric Masterson was just an ordinary architect until Odin, leader of the Norse gods of fabled Asgard, took note of him. Took note of him. Thanks. To thank him for helping the thunder god, Thor, Odin gave Masterson an enchanted mace. That, like Thor's hammer, grants him the wielder incredible powers. Now as Thunderstrike, Masterson uses his super strength and power of the storm to protect the earth from evil. It's just Thor. It's just Thor. It's literally the same. I hate that card. We're done with that card forever. She-Hulk. Carnage. Was there two here? There was two here. We gotta separate. Carnage. Sasquatch. Awesome. And your boy, Deadpool. Man, all I want to do is crack through these cards now. I don't want to talk about Comic-Cons. Yeah, so I got these Archangel wings, and I was like, the fuck am I going to do with these? And so that Deadpool might still be worth something? Don't say that. These are all going in the shredder in like 10 minutes. The Archangel wings, what I ended up doing with them, if you guys are curious, is I left them in Robert Wilson IV's car. He bought a giant Gundam model, at least $2. Yeah, right. He bought a giant Gundam model that was like this big. It was huge. It was huge. There's a PSA 10 Deadpool for $110 on Amazon. That's not right. $4 according to eBay. Whew, we're in the money. Practically paid for shipping. This pack was filthy. There's like small granules of dirt everywhere now. Yeah, so Robert bought this giant mech, and he put it in his car, and I said to him, I was like, does your wife know that you bought that? And he said, no. And I said, how many do you have? How many model kits do you currently have that are not built yet? And he said something like 8. And I was like, Robert. And then when I won the wings, I was like, oh, I can just donate this to Robert's home for Wayward Toys. Okay. Cannonball. Another Jesco. Here we go. Your boy, Spider-Man 2099. I'm gonna read the back of this one. This is the back. Got that Rick Leonardi art. This is card number 41. Real name Miguel O'Hara. The rare 8 isn't that many. Wow. I don't mean to cast shade, Steve. How many do you have that are unassembled? Miguel O'Hara, the rare Spanish and Irish name. You don't get that combo a lot. It's almost like a white guy made him. Trying to rid himself. I threw a lot of shade. I don't know who actually made Spider-Man 2099. I just assumed anything made in comics from like 1995 back that is a major hero, I just assume was made by a white man. I don't know if that's correct, if I should assume that. If it feels right. Lots of miniatures you build in paint. I hear you. Okay, Miguel. Trying to rid himself of an addiction to the drug Rapture, alchemist geneticist Miguel O'Hara forever changed his life when he accidentally bombarded with genetic structure of a spider. Granted superhuman strength and agility by his ordeal. I mean, statistically, you're probably right. Yeah. And he probably is a white guy. Yes. I mean, it's easy to go out on a limb and be like, white guy. Comic books, white guy. By his ordeal, he was granted superhuman strength and agility, as well as razor-sharp barbed talons in his fingers and arms. So awesome. So awesome. He has spikes that come out of his fingertips. It's freaking rad. Miguel adopted the identity of one of Earth's greatest heroes, Spider-Man. Now Spider-Man 2099 roams the streets of New York. I mean, I don't know about roams. Protecting the innocent from the variety of villains that exist in the malevolent metropolis. That's a weird phrasing. And then it's got like some kind of like tagline on the bottom that says, in the beginning ... as a teenager. So like, look. Created by Peter David and Rick Leonardi. Yep, there you go. Look. If you're gonna say in the beginning ... as a teenager, then we're not at the beginning. We're as a teenager. Just start with that. Miguel was forced to attend company-run Alchemix training school. That statement has an exclamation point on the end. Like, that's not exciting. You can't just throw in... We're just throwing around punctuation like nobody gives a shit. Swings through the streets seem better. You know what? I don't think... I think that they wrote every single bio in like an afternoon. Peter David and Rick Leonardi are treasures, by the way. I didn't mean to throw shade at them. They are both comic book treasures. Isn't it exciting to be a corporate stooge? Exactly. The Thing. Regular Spider-Man. Who did the art on this card? I'm trying to read the... I wish it would tell me on the back who did the art. It does not. That's a bummer. It should tell you. Crystal wearing an Avengers jacket? I don't know who Crystal is. Crystal Maximoff, Avengers? Is she like a member of the royal family in the Uncanny Humans? Yeah, I was gonna say she's not an Avenger, she's an Inhuman. I thought it was a different Crystal. Beta Ray Bill, your boy, one of my favorites. So, I went to Heroes. Thank you everyone who came by the booth. We had a handful of people who are friends of the stream. Barry, who is in the chat, came by. I think she married Quicksilver. Did she? Is that why she's a Maximoff? I thought this was like a whole different character from Crystal the Inhuman. But I guess she married Quicksilver. Man, I'm really like, okay, full disclosure. I read a lot of comics. I enjoy comics. There's a lot of comic books that I have missed and lore that I don't know about. Be patient with me. I was telling somebody at just this past Ocala show that like this couple came in and the husband was wearing a Punisher shirt and he was like, my wife doesn't... I mean, Magneto has 20 kids, it's understandable. Yeah, I thought she was maybe a child that I didn't know about who's an Avenger. I was like, but there's another Chris... I don't know. Anyway, the guy was like... he was loving the con. He was with his wife. His wife was, like, interested in the art and stuff, but, like, doesn't really know anything about Comic Cons. And he was like... He, like, kind of threw her under the bus about, like, not knowing about comic stuff. And I was like, look, just ask. Like, nobody knows everything. It's impossible to know everything about comics. And the guy was actually like, yeah, that's right. He's not wrong. So, you know, let's all just be patient with each other. You don't have to know everything. You can learn something new. Like I found out today that Crystal was an Avenger. All right. I had at Ocala Comic Con, by the way, I had a great exchange with a kid who was like 5 or 6. This kid came up to the table with his whole family, and the dad was like, you know, he was like, look, this gentleman colors comic books, so he gets the black and white pages and he puts color on them. So he makes all those decisions. He puts all your comic books into color. And the kid was like, you could see like the gears were turning when it's like, I can't crack this pack apparently. Like you could tell when like a kid that young is like thinking about something real hard. And he was like, looks at me and he's like, can I ask you a question? And I was like, shoot, yeah, whatever you want. And the kid was, I was ready to field like, how do you pick the colors? How did you start? Have you ever worked on Spider-Man? Something like that. Kid looks at me, and I can tell he's like trying to figure out how to phrase the question. And he goes, if you were a drink stand, where in this area would you be? And I was like, oh man. I was like, kid, look, I didn't pay $80K in art school, work with the top people in the industry to not know where the drink stand is. It's out the door or around the corner. They have hot dogs too. You should get one. Genius kid. Yeah, right. I was like, that kid does not care about comic books. He cares about getting a beverage. We got Blade. Spider-Man card was by Kaluta. The art is a standout for the Spider-Man card. I wish my camera was a little better. There we go. The art is a standout for sure. Looks good. Blade. An upside down Morbius. Is there an R in his name? Morbius. That Blade card is sick. Yeah, I know. It is good. It's real good. So when I was at Heroes, and also, yeah, Barry, Panda, Brendan, thanks for coming by. All of y'all are friends of the stream. Hoquin, you're on notice because I was in your hometown and you did not come by. You're here, sorta. Yeah. Vaporwave Blade. Yeah, right. He's that vampire aesthetic. You got a vampire and a vampire hunter in the same pack. Yeah. Maybe you were there, but you didn't come by. Omega Red, one of my favorites. Jim Lee, like, art is fine, but man, Jim Lee drew the hell out of Omega Red in his X-Men run. Heroes Con always sounds awesome when you hear about it. Mobius is by the one and only Brian Still. I know you can always recognize the signature for Brian Stillfreeze. Not his best work, but this is 1993. Okay, we have to. Okay, I was about to hate on Stillfreeze for a second there. Stillfreeze is a treasure. He's one of the reasons why I'm in comics. Because he gave me a really great review when I was starting to come up. And this is, I mean, not his best work, but this is also like, what, 1993, right? Yeah, so he probably made this in like 1992. This is head and shoulders above the rest of the industry in 1992. Doom 2099. We're going for a full 2099 set. Cable, your boy. Oh, man. And Human Torch. Whoa. This Human Torch is awesome. By Steranko. I don't know if Steranko painted it. I wonder if Steranko drew it and somebody else painted it. He probably worked real small on these. Yeah, I'd believe it. Yeah, freaking rad. So my Heroes Con experience was like really stressful. I think that I'm gonna do it totally different next year. Yeah, this Steranko one is awesome. So I was gonna drive up with a buddy of mine, and we were gonna split a hotel room. And at the last minute, he had to cancel for health stuff, which is totally understandable. You bet Steranko painted it. Old school artists do everything. Yeah, I just don't know if, like, By the way, if you guys want to see what the back of the cards look like, they put some like vintage art. This is probably Liefeld. So, which is fine, but then at like the last minute, I had to figure out a plane ticket, and then so the plane ticket was like, I assumed I was going to go up for a tank of gas for like $20, and instead it made my way for like $750, and then I didn't split the room, so the room was another like $700, and it was just like, oh, this show went from being like a $400 show to like a $1,400 show, which like kind of stressed me out and kind of threw me off my game. And then I was just like, I felt a little like rushed with, I was putting together, well, here I can show you guys. Hold on 1 second. I put together a Realm sticker pack, and I had these put together before, but I didn't have this like header and then had them in the plastic bag like this. And this was a very, very like last minute thing. So I was already like kind of rushing around to like put all this stuff together. And then suddenly I was like, okay, I can't pack my bags willy-nilly. I have to pack them up to 50 pounds. And it just kind of like threw me off my game. And I was trying to get Nightwing out the door and couldn't get it out the door by the con. So I was thinking about Nightwing, and I had to come back and do Nightwing like day of. So Hawkeye, by the way, second best Hawkeye. It's all right. I love that he's got the Hollywood sign behind him. I guess this is his West Coast Avengers days, which is rad. Rogue. Who is X-Men 2099? Cerebra? I don't know. I don't know who this is. I haven't read any X-Men 20. I have a bunch of X-Men 2099. I don't own it. I haven't read any of it. Typhoid Mary. Darkhawk. By the way, everybody should read Darkhawk comics. Look at this costume design. It's so good. Oh. It's so good. Darkhawk is so good. Cannonball again. So I was kind of like tired, stressed, and then like under just a kind of like financial pressure. And I was just kind of like, I don't know, man. Like I also was like trying to do some interviews and stuff for the stream, which I did. I interviewed Kevin Mellon. I actually have edited it. I think it's done. But I didn't get to like check out the show floor at all. These cards are all sticking together. Listen to that. Listen to that crackle. So, and I kind of realized too that like I really wanted to walk around the show. I really wanted to walk around Heroes. If you haven't ever gone to Heroes, Heroes is like, there's just tons of artists. It's just artists everywhere. The entire industry shows up on the art side. Falcon. Is this Sienkiewicz? No. I wish it would tell me who the artist was. It's like driving me nuts. Storm. This is a good Storm. Magneto. Thor. Man, Thor. What's wrong with your face? Falcon is Kent Williams. Let's go back to Falcon. Thor, what's wrong with your face? Falcon is Kent Williams. KW in the corner. And Bishop. Another Steel Freeze. Oh, and another Magneto somehow. Two Magnetos somehow. Another Steel Freeze. That That one looks a lot better than the other one. Um, yeah, so it was like I just felt like tired and off my game, and like I kept like hitting the wall by like midnight, and I kept wanting to hang out, and I wasn't able to hang out, and like I kept trying to want to see the show floor, but like I would spend like 2 hours away from my table, and felt like I couldn't step away from the table because I needed to recoup this money, and so like, but all I wanted to do was walk around and like see everybody, and that show is so huge, and there's so many artists that like I didn't get to see everybody that was there. Another Steranko, Human Torch, Cable again. Have we opened everything? Thunderstrike? No, we haven't. There's a Havoc, Carnage, She-Hulk. You really want to go to Heroes Con? Heroes Con's fantastic. Like, I just had a rough experience with it, just because it was just like culminated into a very stressful time for me. And I think that in the future, what I'm going to do is, I also like just straight up didn't make a whole lot of money. Like, I signed a lot of books, which is awesome. Comic book summer camp and no mosquitoes. Yeah, kinda. I agree with that. So like, I didn't really make up the cost. I actually did. So I did one day in Ocala, this past Saturday, and did better on that one day in Ocala than I did in the entirety of Heroes Con. And I think it's because like with Heroes Con, people show up to get like, you know, big names. Like they're there. Heroes Con is about like selling art. It's not about buying books. And like Heroes Con is about buying art, particularly from like big names within the industry. It's not about, you know, like I'm very easily overlooked at Heroes. And this was also a weird one for me too, because another Beta Ray Bill, another Crystal. Here's a new one, Wasp. You could have paid me $5 to drive there, watch your booth, yell at punk kids. Oh man, if only. That was the other thing too, is like I felt like I just didn't have any help. Like usually, this is what I was just gonna say. You saw the carnival barker there? Oh no. Usually with Heroes Con, I work with like 5 different teams of writers and artists and letterers, and no one from any of my teams were there. And it was the first year that happened. So I think that also impacted sales and excitement. Colossus, one of my favorites. Deathlock. Punisher. This is a... Man. Was Punisher lame before Mitch Gerard's got a hand on it? Was he like militarized before that, or was he like this? Because this is how I remember him in the 90s. I don't know when he crossed over. Yeah, that face. Yeah. That face sure is something. You were stressed out at Como this year until you decided to stop chasing stuff and take it easy. Yeah. I hope you get a Punisher 2099. I hope so too. So I kind of realized that I was like, man, I'm not going to not do Heroes, but I think that like I would have had a much better time if even if I just went up and I was like $1,400 to come up here, just throwing it away. I'm coming up. I'm going to wake up around noon. I'm going to check out all of the booths. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to hang out in the evening. I'm going to interview like 6 people instead of 1 person for the stream. You know, like I think I would have had a much better time, and it would have been more fruitful, I feel like, socially for me, than me like being stuck at the table making a couple $100, you know? Not to say that I didn't have a good time. I just, oh man, Namor and Steranko thinking about things. Look at that. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm gonna put that on camera correctly. Steranko thinking about things before he acts, like a living legend. The Steranko cards are awesome. Yeah, they are. So yeah, I feel like if I do Heroes next year, I think it's gonna be like a little more chill, and make some more content for the stream. Find the Thing one. Another Human Torch. Thing was in the bottom somewhere. Was that a Steranko one as well? I can't remember. Oh wait, I just realized this one's like a weird, like hollow etching. This is ridiculous. Who wanted this? What is that for? They're all like just covered in like but they're all so glossy. Yeah, foil card. The X-Men 2099 stuff are 1 in 9 packs. Is the Spider-Man 2099 like that? The Spider-Man 2099 is not like that. It's just a regular card. I'm trying to find that Thing card. There's another Namor. Man, we opened a Thing, right? I think we did. This is killer streaming right now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's the Thing. This is not a Steranko card. I don't know who this is. For real next year if you need... no, you know what? I think I just need to like adjust my expectations a little bit with Heroes. I also... Thing is Perez. Oh, rad. I just lost it. We'll open another one. It's fine. We'll just open another one. Looks like a George Perez. Yeah. Jean Grey. Sabretooth. That's a Sienkiewicz. There's a Steranko Captain America that goes between Torch and Namor. Doctor Doom. Look at that Doctor Doom by Glenn Fabry. That's freaking rad. Holy crap. Captain Britain. So, okay. There's a You just said that. Fake McCoy. I'm sorry. I have you the stream is actually set up to mute every other one of your messages, so you're gonna have to just bear with me. Captain America. Sabretooth is a whole $1. Nice. We're in the money. Okay, we need that Captain America. I think we opened one, didn't we? Is this one? No. I was wondering if this one... They're all covered with like so much freaking lacquer that like I can't tell if it's foil or not. Can we mute Fake McCoy? Don't mute Fake McCoy. He's got a lot to say. He's got opinions on $ and Spider-Man hyphens. Did we not open a Captain America? Yeah, that Doctor Doom is awesome. I don't think we have. I think if it went in there, I would have recognized it. Yeah, did not open one yet. We're gonna set these guys aside for when we open one. But on the plus side, Heroes was really great as far as like signing books, talking with fans. The Umbrella Academy, like I have never been so overwhelmed by like a fandom in 15 years of comic books than Umbrella fans. Like, Umbrella fans are the nicest, most like excited people that I have ever met for comics. And I met a couple great groups of cosplayers who were cosplaying Umbrella stuff. It was awesome. Vision, there's a Just Go. Rhino, I kind of like that Rhino. I kind of like it. Umbrella fans are so positive. The Hazel and Cha-Cha are great. Were great. Yeah. I met a couple of cosplayers. And here's the thing too. One of the things that I really love about Umbrella fans is that when they come up, a lot of them are like, Umbrella got me into comic books, got me started reading comic books in like 2005, or like they're like, I don't even read comic books, but I pick up Umbrella and I love it. And I'm like, you should try other stuff. Just experiment, you know? You're waiting for your Umbrella comics to finally read that? Yeah. Here's an awesome Hulk. That's got to be Sienkiewicz as well. It looks like Sienkiewicz. Oh, here we go. The checklist card. Now we're something. Red Skull, Spider. Could you imagine like being like, oh, I want to get this expensive packs of cards. Oh, those Hazel and Cha-Cha earbuds from Soundwave. That's awesome. They're great. Do they work at Soundwave? Because I know I met someone, and the most like vocal of the group of the group of cosplayers, they were saying that oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's rad. Okay, so we got the checklist card. These just like the regular. Oh, okay, here's the X-Men 2099 Dyna Etch cards. So these are the good ones, apparently. And they're all X-Men. I don't know any of these characters. Yeah. They are, but man, I don't know how to pronounce that name. They were great. They were a treat to meet. But yeah, Umbrella fans, like, each of those X-Men 2099 cards are like $6 to $8. Whoa. CO. Okay. Yeah, they were great. CO was great. Rolling in cash. We've made $10 whole, probably what it cost to ship. All right. Another Storm. Oh, here you can hear that peel. The checklist has to be a quarter. Domino. There's a Just Go Domino. I have to peel these guys apart. Another Thor. What's wrong with your face? Terrax. I don't know who this guy is. We're gonna read the back of this guy. I put him aside. Falcon. Gambit. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Umbrella fans. And like, I signed a ton of Umbrella. Freezing didn't work. I signed a ton of Umbrella at that show. So, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, all the fan interaction I had was like fantastic at Heroes. Like, all this, I wish I had more energy for the social stuff, because that was all great at Heroes. Let's read Terrax. Real name is Tyros the Terrible. Tyros? Not a real name, guy. First of all. The second Herald of Galactus. Chosen by the world devourer Galactus, yeah, to be his herald. He was endowed with complete control over all forms of rock, as well as the power of interstellar flight. Soon, though Teros, now Terrax. Those aren't names. We're going to call him Jeff. Tired of serving his master, rebelled, only to be stripped of his cosmic powers. Since then, Terrax has regained his earth-shattering energies and has used them to wreak havoc on the galaxy, hoping someday to conquer the universe and gain vengeance upon his former master. That, I mean, like, hats off to the goals, my dude. Trying to get revenge on Galactus, that's an intense goal. As an intense. Like, I don't think there's enough rock you can move around where you're going to get revenge on Galactus. Throwing that out there. Maybe we work up to that. I don't know. But yeah, I also did Ocala Comic Con, which was fantastic. I wasn't going to do that show, and at the last minute, they added me on Saturday. I had a great time. I had a giant brisket sandwich that was awesome from this place called Big Lou's. They had a food truck outside. It was incredible. Long shot. Don't be beefing on Terex. He's your favorite Herald. Oh, man, sorry. I'm just saying, like, make your goals achievable and achieve them little by little. Small goals first to the sum of the larger one. Namor again. Oh, we got one. We got one of these hollow foil guys. Metalhead, X-Men 2099. Man, was X-Men... You're cosplaying as Terex right now. Was X-Men 2099, like, popular? Was this an effort to make them popular? I have no idea. Beta Ray Bill. Deathlock. The Thing. We still haven't opened that Captain America card. I do not care about getting Poison the Planet. Give Galactus food poisoning. Take him out for, like, you know, a day. You don't even know what X-Men 2099 is. So let me explain what the 2099 line is. Had to be the least popular. So in the 90s, hence we're cracking 1993 cards. In the 90s, Marvel came out with a line of 2099. These were like far future reimaginings of characters. And they had Spider-Man 2099, X-Men 2099, and Punisher 2099, and Ravage 2099. I think those are all of... Oh, and Doom 2099. So they were all like remakes, retellings of these characters. So it was like all new. And Spidey was like far and away the most popular. I think because Rick Leonardi's just a really talented artist. Adam Warlock, dude is just straight up missing from the Infinity movies. Nightcrawler, although I didn't see the second one. I don't know if he's in that, but I don't think he is. Nightcrawler, another Mobius, another Blade. We're in the same print run apparently with Mobius and Blade. Doom was real Doom. Yeah, so like they're all new characters except for Doom, but like, isn't that a twist in the Doom? Like, you think he's a new Doom, but then if you find out that Doom has just survived to 2099. There he is again, Doom 2099. There he is. He apparently in his old age felt the need to remind himself what the first letter of his last name is by putting a D on his belt buckle. Spoiler alert. Yeah, right. Spoiler alert from comics from 20 years ago. I think so. Heroes is really fun and full of like collectors and fans of comics. But what I kind of really loved about the OcalaCon, and Ocala's a much smaller con. I was like one of a handful of comic artists there. Scorpion. It took me a second. I was like, I cannot read this text on the bottom. I had to identify the character. Another Strife. Rogue. Long Shot again. Another Venom. Archangel. One of the things I liked about the smaller shows is that, and I think I just might have a preference for smaller shows, just in general. Doom apparently didn't know he was the real Doom. Okay. That sounds right. It's been for, like, I recently reread the Spider-Man 2099s. Recently as in, like, a couple of years ago. But I haven't reread any of the other stuff, so I don't really remember. There's tons of awesome stuff in the Spider-Man 2099 stuff. Like, it's like supposed to be, you know, far future. So it's like corporations run everything. They control the government entirely. It's very like Spider-Man 29 is very like anti-capitalist. Like, I got to come to SoundwaveCon then. Yeah, you're not wrong. One of the things I really loved about, Ocala was that it was a lot of like families that came with like kids who were interested in comics. They had a Pokemon artist there who was like signing Pokemon cards. Dude had an entire room to himself and it was packed. Like, where's Spider-Man 2099 meets Judge Dredd? Yeah, tell me about it. Here's Ravage 2099. So Ravage was entirely made for the line. Like Ravage 2099, there's no current Ravage. Ravage was made by Stan Lee for the line, and I think he did the least amount of sales. But yeah, Spider-Man 29 had this great like anti-corporate like overthrow your masters kind of like theme to it that I feel like they really should have like leaned into, but whatever. Beast. Hey, we got that Captain America. Let's put all the cards together in a second. I'm gonna put this guy over here. Nova. I think it's Nova. I can't read the thing. Yeah, Nova. Ravage is so lame. Ravage is really lame. Vengeance? That's not Ghost Rider, that's Vengeance. We're going to read that one. Forge. Okay. We're going to read Vengeance here. Real name. The text on this is so tiny. And it's so reflective. These things were not made to be read. They were meant to open and then sell on the black market or the secondary market. I don't know why it's a black market. Real name Michael Badalito. Also, they're putting text on top of text from a comic book, which is really, really helping me be able to read it. Willing to use any means at his disposal to destroy Ghost Rider, obsessed detective Michael Badalito made a deal with the devil, the Malefic Mephisto. I'm butchering this. In exchange for his soul, he was transformed by his demonic benefactor into Vengeance, a hellfire blasting, super strong spirit of evil bent on the death of his skull-headed nemesis. Riding his infernal motorcycle, which is fueled by the blood of the innocent. You're not going to find a lot of gas stations for that, by the way. Vengeance will stop at nothing to complete his quest. He's willing to kill anything that stands in his way. Hey, what's up? We were just talking about heroes. Next year. Vengeance. I didn't know Vengeance. Like, Vengeance is like, hey, I hate Ghost Rider so much. Can you turn me into Ghost Rider? That's Vengeance for you. All right, let's put together these Sterenkos. We've got. I'm gonna try to put this on stream as well as I can. Look at this. Look at this. So good. So good. That's freaking rad. Sterenko. Thinking about things and making great art. By the way, next year I think I'm gonna change up my cons like to a huge degree. I don't think I'm gonna. I usually end up doing like C2E2, Emerald City Comic Con, Heroes. Sometimes I do Rose. I've done Rose a little past couple of years. I think those are like my mainstays. I'm not gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to not do any of those next year. Psylocke. She's just swinging around butt first, I guess. That's a choice on that art. Black Widow. That Black Widow art is dope. It's so good. Who did this art? You guys are probably looking at her database. Choi? That's awesome. The suit is awesome. She doesn't wear this suit anymore. Mystique? Brian? Steel Freeze again? Looking real good. You had a lot of these Masterpiece cards. These were mailed to me by twitch.tv/theboiks. Puma. Who is Puma? Puma. Real name Thomas Fireheart. Not a real name. Again, not a real name. Thomas Fireheart was bred both genetically and mystically. Wait, you have my attention now? Was bred both genetically and mystically by his Native American tribe in New Mexico to be a warrior without equal, the Puma. But Fireheart turned his back onto the tribe and left for New York. Once there, why did he leave to me? That's strange. Once there, he quickly established himself as a mercenary for hire. He's like, it's my dream to go to New York. Yeah, that Black Widow card is so good. I think he was a Rose Stooge. Puma's a low-tier Spider-Man villain. Once there, he quickly established himself as a mercenary for hire, taking on any assignment that might prove a challenge to his abilities. And though his missions have brought him into conflict with the Amazing Spider-Man on many occasions, he's a noble warrior at heart. A noble warrior willing to sell himself to the highest bidder. Nobly. Puma, you seem like you're in a lot of different directions. As a character. You're covering a lot of bases. Here he is, Punisher 2099. Look at that card. This is one of the rare instances in character design where they were like, hey, what if 3 penises? We're just going to let that joke hang there for a second. Read the card. Wait, Punisher 2099? Punisher 2099. Also, we got a Ghost Rider by Sienkiewicz. Freaking so good. So good. Alright, we're about halfway through the box, so I want to crack this Power Rangers pack. Again, given to me by a fan of the stream. Thank you for dropping this by. I did not get a chance to catch your name, but I really appreciate it. Thank you. Again, Greenville, South Carolina, 1992. Let's crack this baby open. Smell the 90s when comic books had a future, and you could retire off of your Death of Superman book. Which card do you want me to read, Jester Punk? The Punisher 2099? Did they send you any 1992 cards? No. I just have a box of 93 Marvel Masterpieces. Alright. Let's get this out of here. These are going to be all stills from the show. This is going to be great. No explanation on any of these. Just Just here's a still from. Remember that show you like? We printed it on a card. Yeah, I'll read Punisher in a second. You had a stack of these Power Rangers cards in the same box as your Pogs when you got home 2 weeks ago. Look at this one, the juice bar. Didn't this guy get charged with murder? Isn't that what happened? I met this dude at what show was that? They're all blurring together. Jacksonville? I met that dude in Jacksonville. He was like super outgoing. Looked like he hasn't aged a day. Really nice guy. Oh, and we got like a weird like foil drawing of this dude. Squat. Squat is his name. Oh my god. I'm not up on my Power Rangers lore. Zach. Name Zach. Oh my god. No last name. Just one name. Squad. Zach. Name Zach. Age 17. Birthday May 3rd. Birth sign Taurus. They don't even let you figure it out for yourself. Birth sign Taurus. 5'6", 174. Hobbies, rock music and hip hop. Smooth talking Zach was chosen by Zordon for his creativity and confidence to be the Black Ranger. Power Rangers brain teaser. Oh god. All right. We're in the mix. What river? This is okay. This is a Power Rangers brain teaser. So I assume if you guys are fans of the show, you're going to know the answer to this question. What river separates the United States border from Mexico? Is it Zordon? Oh man, they're making you work for it. This is the answer. Ready? The Big River. Is it that? Here's the river. Secret coded answer 28-5-18-9-15-7-18-1-14-4-5. Code number equals letter in the alphabet. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like what's happening? Just give me the answer to the trivia. This isn't high stakes. Like, what are you doing? Water. Okay, here's another trivia brain teaser. Squat. I'm going to read the back of Squat's card. Squat's card is the best one, by the way, because it's got actual art on it. Freed from 10,000 years of imprisonment on the deserted planet, Squat is another one of Rita Repulsa's evil cronies. I aspire to be a crony someday. Somebody wants to show off that they can count to 26. Yeah. Wow. Fake McCoy is coming in hot at Adobe Premiere. Squat, along with Finster, Babu, and Goldar, are always trying to create another terrible monster they hope will be able to overpower and destroy the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Power Rangers brain teaser. Now, again, fans of the show will know this answer. Which Power Ranger has the ability to call upon the powers of the Triceratops dinosaur? They bait and switched me. I really thought that was going to be another river question. Again, a coded answer. I think it's the blue one. It's the blue one, right? Let's pitch a game show where you gotta answer trivia questions. Okay, we're not gonna go over every single one of these cards, but I do want to. Is this one stuck together? There's another card in here. Oh, it's a checklist. Thanks, Power Rangers. We are gonna go through the trivia real quick though. Here's the trivia on Troll Thief. Right here. What liquid contains calcium that builds strong teeth and bones? Not a Power Rangers question. Power Rangers brain teaser. What do we call the early settlers who traveled west on covered wagons? Gentrification is what we call that. Power Rangers brain teaser. What was the real name of the man known as Buffalo Bill? It's Bill, clearly. Power Rangers brain teaser. During what phase of the moon can we see the man in the moon? Wow. So out of all of those questions, we had one actual Power Rangers question. This pack is great. Fantastic. Excellent. Let's crack some more. Let's crack some more 1993s. Yeah, so I think I was just like in a weird headspace for Heroes, and I think next year I'm just gonna go up casual, shoot a bunch of stuff for the stream, for the YouTube. By the way, my chat with Chad Thomas just went live on YouTube, so if you want to see us talk about comics and find out which Flash he likes, you should check it out. Scorpion, Wolverine. This is another Sienkiewicz cover. This thing is great. Look at his expression. It's fantastic. Oh wait, we got another one of these. X-Men 2099, Mean Streak. Is this guy falling over? I don't understand what's happening here. This is a terrible foil, by the way. Man, we got to read these 2099 characters. Oh, we got to read the Punisher character too. We're going to do that in a second. Lilith. U.S. Agent. Iron Fist. Am I on Facebook? No. Facebook's like the only platform I'm not on. Does he streak in an aggressive manner? You better believe it. Okay. Punisher 2099. Jake Gallows. Real name Jake Gallows. Jake Gallows was a normal officer of the Public Eye police force until his family was brutally gunned down by a psychotic killer. Realizing there's no justice in the world, Gallows decided to arm himself in order to emulate his hero, the late 20th century Punisher. These days, Gallows still has a day job at the Public Eye, but at night he roamed the streets of the future, eliminating all criminals as Punisher 2099. Streets of the future? Like, not his future, that's his present. He roams his present streets in our future. In the beginning, ... Jake Gallows found all the death-filled diaries of the original Punisher. Punisher, by the way, when I was talking with Chad, when I was out in Dallas, he was like, Punisher should not be a hero. Punisher should not even be a bad guy. He was like, Punisher should not exist. It's a dude and a gun. And he's like, there's nothing heroic about him. There's nothing interesting about him. It's just grunting. Reverse Minority Report. Yeah, Punisher is Reverse Minority Report. He's like, I'm gonna murder that guy in the future. Daredevil in a purple costume. Look at that leg. Some choices got made there. Some really intense choices. War Machine. Absorbing Man. Polaris. Vulture. Doc Strange. This Doctor Strange is really good. Man, what was the one I was gonna read in addition to Punisher? Oh, I was gonna read all the 2099 ones that we got at the end, the X-Men ones. We'll do that at the end, because those are the foil cards. Jerry Conway has lots of thoughts about how the Punisher's been misused since he created him. Yeah, I can imagine. I don't know if it's just a symptom of me getting older. I'm 37. But it feels like Darkhawk. I have far less patience. Excuse me. Far less patience for like gun violence just in general. I mean, maybe it's a product of the time we live in. I found out, by the way, I was talking to somebody who lives in a small town of 2,000 people. We're going to get real life. This is real life shit. We've cracked all these cards already. Small town of 2,000 people. 3 militias inside that small town. None of them get along. They're all armed. And then, in addition, people buy guns and then bury them in their backyard for when we're invaded. Then they can go to the back, after all their guns are taken, then they can go to the backyard, dig up the guns, and then have guns, I guess. And then, furthermore, like, they post about it on Facebook, like the invaders can't read Facebook. It's the craziest crap I've ever heard. Like, I feel like as, like, the gun debate, like rages. Oh, there's an Iron Man. We haven't had that one before. The government can't take your guns if they're buried. That's the legal loophole. It's like people who bury money. Is this a thing? Like, should I be buying Sega Saturns and burying them in the yard for safekeeping? That's a deep rabbit hole you're skirting. Yeah, apparently. I had no idea this was a thing until somebody told me, and I was just like, yard guns. Yard guns. Like, could you imagine being like, man, I got to keep all my guns, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store, buy this gun that I like, and bury it in the yard and never use it. It's just, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll get invaded by China and all of these people will come rushing to our aid, I guess. Like, one guy in an AK-47 is going to take on China, I guess. That's how it plays out. We'll just yell Wolverines into the night, I guess. I don't know. Drax. We haven't had that one yet. We haven't had this one yet either. Abomination. This is a great card. Man. Yeah. So my, like, level of tolerance for, like, gritty military shooters in video games and, like, you know, the Punisher has, like, I can't stomach it anymore because, like, there's a lot of people in real life who are like, yes, this all makes sense to me. And it's like, no, please don't. Just please don't. Wolverine. Oh, we got a Phoenix card. That's cool. Night Thrasher. See, like, Night Thrasher makes sense to me. Punisher does not make sense to me. He's got a blade, but it's also a middle finger for crime. Escapism should be escapism. Yeah, like, I don't know. We're also, like, I remember I'm in the generation of, like, not to get too like, we're just chatting, but, like, not to get, like, too intense and, like, political or whatever the fuck, but, like, I'm also in a generation of people who were, like, taught about Kent State being, like, a tragedy and like an isolated incident, and then seeing Columbine on the news, and then the gradual ramp up of that kind of violence, which there's just absolutely no excuse for in our society. Lilith. Vulture 2099. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen Vulture. Look at Vulture's. He's got a bowl that matches his suit. Look at that. Look at that. Whew. 2099 made some choices. Yeah, that Silver Surfer is really good too. Yeah. Is that Jusco? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Jolie, 1993. Iron Fist. Iron Fist. Thanks, Shuffler. U.S. agent. Yeah, I mean, escapism should be escapism. I don't know. Okay. So, like, I play video games on the stream too sometimes, and I love House of the Dead, the on-rails shooter, and I also love, I just blanked on the name. The shooter, the on-rail shooter with the pedal. Julie Bell, not familiar with them either. Yeah. Strife. I remember seeing the signature growing up, but I don't know much about her or him, them. Venom. Who we got another foil. Crystalline, spelled with a K. Spider-Man 2099. Time Crisis, yes. So I love those games, and they're absurd and ridiculous. And the shooter with the pedal, yeah. And I have been dying to do a stream, but every single time, literally every single time, I've been trying to stream that game for years. Every time I've been like, hey, maybe we'll do some Time Crisis today. There's been like a mass shooting in America, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, I come up against like being like, well, let's just not. Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock. Hulk. We got oops all Adam Warlocks. Vision. Red Skull. Checklist card. Could you imagine opening this pack, being a kid and being like, I'm going to get that Marvel Masterpieces, and then you get 2 Adam Warlocks and a checklist card? It's just like killing me. Yeah, I know you have, Barry. It's awful. And like, I don't know. It's also crazy. Yeah, we don't have to keep talking about it, but yeah, it's a downer. Hercules, Jean Grey, Sabretooth, Doctor Doom, Captain Britain. I don't think we've gotten that one yet. You remember opening football and baseball cards that were bummers? Why? Because the players were awful. Bishop. At least we can always count on Bishop. So anyway, I did some sketching at Heroes Con. I had a really good time with it. I noticed that we did some sketching here on stream last week before last. Wow, it's been a while. Deathlock, Annihilus. Look at that helmet. It's so good. That lovely bird person. Yeah, I posted the sketches I did on my Instagram. I noticed that when I was here sketching with like an actual brush, I was far looser with my inks than when I was at the show and I was using a brush pen. When I was using a brush pen, I was like way more delicate. So I might try to use that to my advantage in the future. Thanos, the Big Daddy himself. Punisher. Cyber. There is a man named Cyber in the Marvel Universe. Oh, Cyber, man, you're just a lot. So yeah, I might try to use that to my advantage when we start to work on pages. The other thing that I've realized that part of the going to Heroes and kind of like having a debacle of a time with Heroes made me realize a couple things actually about running my business and being a comic artist is that I realized that we're opening all the same thing. I realized we're down to like a handful of packs now. That I may be hitting a point where I can't do everything on my own, and also I need to start to standardize things. When I was going to like 2 shows a year, 2 Comic-Cons a year, it was okay to just like throw a bunch of comps in a bag and then like show up at the show and like display what I have. That was fine. But now it's to the point where when I'm doing like 9 shows a year, like I have to start to figure out frequent flyer stuff. to try to get a leg up on that. Drax, Shatterstar. These are all cards we've opened before. Nightcrawler, Rhino, Abomination. I have to figure out frequent flyer stuff, but I also have to start managing inventory, which is not something that I thought I would have to do as a comic artist. But I guess if you do a lot of shows, you kind of have to. And in doing that, I kind of have to like start to standardize what I bring to shows, like figure out how much of whatever I'm selling, and then how much it's going to weigh, what it's going to look like in the bag, and just kind of make it standard across the board. So that way when I do new shows, it's easy. And if I put like that kind of information in a spreadsheet with all of my frequent flyer stuff and all of that kind of stuff, and this is like inside baseball stuff. The reason that I'm telling you this is because I want you to be able to do this stuff too. I want you guys thinking about this if you're thinking about doing a lot of shows and breaking into comics. I realized that if I standardize everything, then like not only does it make it easier on me to figure out, like I don't have to every single time be like, how many books am I bringing? Like, do I need to re-up on stuff? Like, do I need to reorder? Instead of thinking about that stuff, it's just like all there in black and white. And even beyond that, like if it's standardized, like Shannon can help me with it. She kept saying like before I was leaving, I was like so stressed out about Heroes. You've been planning your first convention today, and inventory has been much on your mind. Good luck with your first convention. I hope it goes really well for you. Black Knight is a new one. Is that Palmer? That's not Group Affiliation Avengers. Look at that. Look at that art on the Black Knight card. It's so good. This isn't Amanda Palmer. This can't be Amanda Palmer. Like full painted. Like I don't think she's ever done anything like that. You made a spreadsheet to keep track of sales and clear the cost of an item. Yeah, Tom Palmer. Okay, makes more sense. This is the other thing is that like I had a shop reach out to me and they were like, hey, we'd love to carry some Realm sticker packs. How much would you sell them to us? Like below the, like if we bought a bunch, like how much would you sell them to us? And I was like, I don't even know what I paid to begin with. Like I don't have any of that information handy. And like, if I'm going to start taking this more seriously, I need to like not only keep track of inventory. There's a Kingpin. We haven't had that card yet. Not only do I have to like keep track of the inventory, but I also have to keep track of like what I'm spending on the stuff and how much it's selling. You're hoping to do Emerald City Comic Con next year as just visitors? That's awesome. First holiday in 12 years. That's incredible, Jimmy. I hope you guys have a blast. You and the wife. Cyclops is a new one for us. That's a rad Cyclops. Yeah, it's been like 9 years since Shannon and I were together, and we've never taken a vacation by ourselves. We have family like all over the place, so like it's a lot of demands on our time. And that's the other thing is like, if I'm going to be flying out for family stuff, I want to like get flights for free because I'm flying all the time. Gambit. You can make a blank version. No, I was going to make my own. This is the thing with like that kind of stuff with like spreadsheets and that kind of like data and all of that is that, is the same thing with Photoshop brushes. Like I want to make my, like sharing somebody else, like sharing my brushes with someone, they're not going to understand how to use the brushes the way I use them and what the sweet spot of all the brushes are. And the same thing with the spreadsheet. Like I kind of want to make my own spreadsheet so that I'm familiar with everything in the spreadsheet. Sell the spreadsheet on Gumroad. Yeah. Con exhibitor pack. There you go. Black Widow card again. Mystique. Guess what? Puma's back. Yay. The lewd Punisher card again. So yeah, I've been thinking about all this stuff and trying to standardize it. And then if I standardize it, then like beyond this, like, because if it's standardized, then it shouldn't be a ton of work to figure out. And additionally, Shannon's going to be able to help pack book things for me, like basically take some of this off my plate. Like she and I both kind of realized that Hulk 2099, look at that dude. We haven't had that one yet before. Hulk 2099. So they just recently did like Immortal Hulk. Like it started like beating Batman. A Hulk book is beating Batman. It's the first time since like the 70s right now. Immortal Hulk is it looks like a fantastic book. I'm really excited to read it. If Hulk is immortal and if he can't die, isn't Hulk 2099 just Hulk? Like, I don't know if we need to retcon this. Black Knight, Kingpin, Colossus, Cyclops. We're down to last 4 packs. Yeah, so Shannon can help me with this stuff. We kind of both realized that 2 things were happening, basically, with not only conventions but social media too. I'm trying to be more active on social media, on Instagram especially, and like she was telling me, she was like, I feel like you're doing everything like 80% of the way. Like conventions are like 80% figured out. And I was like, I totally agree. And I think standardizing things will help with that. Whew, there's that Daredevil again. Oh, that weird little nubbin. Daredevil again. But I also feel like if I can make this kind of standardized, then like she can help me with that. And, or anyone can, if I, hire somebody to help me or whatever. We all need a Shannon. Tell me about it. Like, she really keeps me on the path, to be completely honest. Absorbing Man, War Machine, Vulture. I don't think we've had this Vulture before. It's another Sienkiewicz. That's rad. So yeah, I think that if I can like standardize it and she can help me with it, then I can take it off my plate and then I can do other things well. You know what I mean? You saw the Vulture earlier. Oh, I must have skipped by it. All right. Magneto. Storm. And the other thing is, hey, Brendan. The other thing is like, we both also noticed that in my rush to kind of do everything 75% of the way, that I was just stressed out all the time. And that my stress was leaking onto her. Like she was getting stressed out because I was so stressed out. So she was like, let me help you. And I was like, I don't know how, like it like turned into a whole thing where it's just like, I don't know. I realized that there's got to be a better way. Falcon, Terrax, Fake McCoy's Herald of Galactus. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure that out. I'm gonna put time into that in the next like week or so. I only have one more show for the rest of the year, New York City Comic Con. I still gotta put the money down on the table for the table. Thanos, the Big Daddy. Ravage 2099. Cyber's back, everyone's favorite. Oh, got another Captain America, nice. Beast, Vengeance. Last pack. You guys feel lucky with this one? This one feel lucky? Might have another 2099 in there. Another foil 2099. Yeah, and you know what? I think it's a product too of like, and this is something that I've started to realize is that when you run your own business, like comics is a business and you got to treat it as such. You don't feel lucky. Oh no. Deadpool. Comics is a business. You got to treat it as such. I think that for a long time I could do everything myself, and then I like added one more thing, and I added one more thing, and I added one more thing, and I hit this point where it was like I can't do everything. I just can't. I've like outgrown one person doing all the stuff that I want to do. Sasquatch, Rhino, Hulk, or at least like I've outgrown what I'm able to do it as one person, but I'm able to do it 75% of the way. And if I want to do it 100% of the way, I am going to need help. Vision and no last 2099. So let's see what we got as far as the 2099 foils. Let's go through the stack here. All right, I'm just looking for 2099 foils. I gotta kind of tilt it because there's so much dang lacquer on all these cards. This is a foil. See how it's like a weird. It feels identical. Like in my hand, it feels identical to all the other cards. So we're gonna put that one aside. That's one. Yeah. So on this last couple trips, I've kind of like realized that. So we have New York City Comic Con coming up, and that's the last one I'm going to do for the year. I think I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try all new Comic Cons next year. I'm trying to focus on, make sure I don't miss a card. We got Mean Streak. He's around. I'm going to try, I think next year I'm going to do Rose City Comic Con in Portland instead of doing Emerald City in Seattle. I'm going to try to do Phoenix Comic Con. I've never done that show. I'm going to try, we're going to see if I can manage to be organized enough to get a passport and maybe do Calgary. I hear that one's really good. I was thinking about doing Kansas City as well. Here he is, Metalhead, everyone's fan favorite. If I say it, it's true, right? That's how speech works. Cerebra in the mix. Half a shirt. She's ready for action. Who would go out like this? Come on. That's not... Get ready. Oh, get ready for battle. Okay, hold on. I need half a shirt. You hear good things about the Calgary show as well? Yeah. So, yeah. I'm thinking Calgary, Phoenix, Kansas City, Rose, Soundwave, I guess. And then local shows like Jacksonville and Ocala. Maybe MegaCon because I haven't done that one in a while, but I hear it's kind of rough now, kind of bad. And then Heroes, but I'm not going to go as like a table. I'm going to go as just like hang out. I think that's the plan for next year. Oh, and I might do Terrificon in Connecticut, only because I kind of want to do that. That's like the local show for my brother and his kids, and it would be neat to I don't know if they are going to go out to a Comic-Con otherwise, and it would be neat to see them and like have them out and like at a show and check everything out. My my brother's oldest just like devours books and comics and stuff, so I think he would really get a kick out of it. Can't forget the little medium guys. Yeah, totally. I kind of want to start driving to more shows too. Oh, now we're in Power Rangers. These are the Power Rangers cards. All right. I think we got them all. We're going to find out in a second. I think we have most of the regular cards too. We have a checklist in here somewhere. We have a couple of checklists. Yep, we're done. All right. I think there was a checklist in the other pile. I assume we got, because we had so many doubles, like I assume that we got all of the regular cards, and that the only ones we were missing were the I'm looking for the checklist card. The only ones we're missing are like whatever the 2099 foils. There it is. So there are, how many foils are there? 8 foils, and we got 4 of them. So we have most of the series, I guess. Here are the foils that we got out of that box. Cerebra. Make sure to drag Watts with you to South Carolina. I'm in. Metalhead. Mean Streak. And Crystalline. These are all X-Men 2099 characters. Nobody knows who these people are. They are never going to be featured in a movie or any other medium. Let's check out their bios. Crystalline. I'll give you something to look at while I'm checking out Crystalline's card. Real name, Ruth Kristen. Kristen is now Crystalline. Group affiliation, X-Men 2099. As a mutant with the power to manipulate crystals into any form she desires, she has instantly proven herself to be a valuable asset to the X-Men 2099. Although her ability lends itself to the creation of razor-sharp projectiles and other deadly objects, she prefers to defeat her foes in a more peaceful, less damaging manner. But this demure demeanor has not proven a deterrent in Crystal's fight for tolerance between humans and mutants. Still battling for tolerance, apparently, in 2099. When will Marvel hand you the 2099 universe? In the year 2099, the Church of Thor is a dominant religious movement. That's the quote on the back of this one, with an exclamation point. The Church of Thor is a dominant religious movement, is how you're supposed to read that. Yeah. Man, she makes crystals out of like thin air. Is she like Iceman, but not? I think that's what's going on here. Mean Streak. Let's read Mean Streak. Endowed with a stupendous scientific mind and the mutant ability to move at incredible speeds, Henry Hong dropped out of Alchemic's training program because he couldn't sit still long enough. Sit in the chair. I'm dropping out of this. Looking for a new direction, he happened upon the burgeoning super team known as the X-Men of 2099. Having finally found a place for his torrid talent in this dark world, Mean Streak now fights alongside his outcast teammates against human and mutant menaces, striving to make a safe planet for all. Is he supposed to be like a person of color? Is he supposed to be like, he's a white dude. His name is Huang. Comics, man, you're just butchering things. In the year 2099, prisons are a thing of the past. Criminals are punished through premature aging. What? I missed that from the last time I read 2099, but that's kind of awesome. Like, do a crime age 20 years. Done. Also, does he have powers? Is he a mutant? He just can't sit still and he's smart. I assume he's got super speed. Metalhead is who we're reading next. Real name, Eddie Van Beethoven. Eddie Van Beethoven. Growing up an outcast because of his mutant ability to acquire the texture and properties of any substance he touched, he sought solace in music. But he lived up to his name. I was like ready for a music power, and then they just didn't give me one. He finally found a home when he was contacted by the telepath known as Cerebra and invited to join the X-Men 2099. Now as Metalhead, he still plays music, but he also defends downtown in his quest to make... Oh, he defends the downtrodden, not just downtown. You totally remember Metalhead? His quest to make the world safe for man and mutant alike. Eddie Van Beethoven. Metalhead. He turns to metal, I guess. He absorbs. So far we have Iceman, Quicksilver, and Colossus. So far. Cerebra and Professor X. Cerebra will name Shakti Hadid. Is she... She's like wearing ceremonial headscarves. Like I don't know exactly what it's called because I know it's called different things in different religions. She should really be wearing it. They are just like fast and loose with ethnicities and cultures. Ooh, the 90s. Whew. Fast and loose. Seemingly without feeling, the mutant telepath Cerebra had to turn off her emotions to keep her sanity in the troubled world of 2099. After meeting mutant activists, Exan Shi-san through Cerebra became... Whoa, this is after meeting mutant activist Zhan Shi-san through Cerebra began a new life as a mutant detector looking for others willing to join the fight against evil. That is a full sentence. You have to wonder how much of that is trying to show how cultures progressed 100 years later. Yeah, probably. But it's like a bunch of white dudes in 93 without the internet or like any human interaction with any of these cultures. Trying to be like, we're going to represent everybody. You know, they're probably like trying their best, but like, Cerebra uses her power of telepathy and her ability to regulate the body processes of anyone she touches in the struggle for freedom and justice. In the year 2099, most of the history of the present heroic age has been forgotten! Exclamation point. Yeah. They made a character... First of all, they made her white, which is alright, but like they were also like, let's put a respectful headscarf on her that she doesn't wear sometimes, and also half a shirt. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? 2099 was a mistake. we should never age to 2099. Just gonna, when we get there, we're just gonna go 2098. 3000. We're just gonna skip right over 2099. Thank you, Boix, for sending the box. Now I have a lot of cards. And thank you to the gentleman who brought me Power Rangers pack too. If you guys ever want to drop me some packs at shows, I'm happy to open them on stream. I love doing this kind of stuff. At least they went for 100 years, unlike Back to the Future. It's like 30 years. Yeah. A lot of cool art in here. Yeah. This not so good, but like, yeah, the cards that stand out were the Steranko ones, the Sienkiewicz ones. Jusko's usually pretty good. Yeah, bunch of Steel Freeze stuff. Like, there's some like really, really good stuff in here. I think I might start just like dropping, like I have other cards. I have, 1992 D&D cards, and I think I might just start dropping these into Realm sticker packs and bring me some stuff. Yeah, clean out the office. Yeah, I will happily open some stuff on stream. I might start like dropping these into Realm sticker packs. Look at all these cards, and trade paperbacks. Just like throw them in there as like a little bonus. You guys want to see what I picked up at Heroes? I didn't get to walk around as much as I wanted to, but I wanted to hit up a bunch of people. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Beast Rec. he does these like really interesting designs that are like super colorful, a lot of monster stuff. Nick's going to cosplay Gambit and throw cards. Yeah. I got this Creature from the Black Lagoon. Shannon and I love Creature from the Black Lagoon movie. I got this Decapitalism sticker, and then I also got this shirt that says "Stab the Earth" with like this giant sword. You can't really see it. The camera's very close. I got a "Stab the Earth" shirt from him. It's dope. You guys should check out his stuff. I picked up a bunch of stuff from Jim Rugg. He runs another channel on YouTube called Cartoonist Kayfabe. I picked up the Street Angel Christmas special, another Street Angel book. I picked up Rambo 3.5. This is his channel, Cartoonist Kayfabe. He runs that with Ed Piskor. I picked up this print, Stallone Cobra 2, Crime is a Disease, I'm the Cure. And I picked up this zine. We're going to actually, let's move the camera back a little bit so that you guys can actually see what's going on here. I picked up this zine as well. This is like tripping out the stream a little bit, wobbling. This is like a black and white, like a lot of the quarter bins that I open, the back of the Rambo 3.5. I haven't actually gotten to the Sherman-Williams logo being stabbed. Yeah. I haven't actually gotten to like go through these yet, so I'm still open to it. But this is a lot of like black and white comics from like the 80s that he collected into this zine. This is 100% my wheelhouse. I buy a lot of stuff out of like quarter bins and things like that. We started talking about that, and he was like, "You're gonna love this," so I picked it up. I picked up The Freak from Matt Liswinski. He does these wild drawings. Like, look at this stuff. Like, I don't even know if this is going to show up on stream very well. We're going to move the camera back in, because he does these like crazy elongated, like wild drawings. This is a comic that he made. I was asking him if he had already found 6 hook packs: Anastasia, Beauty and the Beast, Indiana Jones, Batman Forever, Hunchback. I'm in. Yeah, so he does these wild drawings. I had to pick this up because I really wanted to get that stuff. I picked up the Assassination stuff that I was missing from Kyle Starks. And then I got, at the shop, I bought some stuff, some old DC Marvel stuff, Sword and Sorcery, just taking a chance on some stuff. Look at the figure work happening here. That's something. But Sword and Sorcery is up my alley, so, you know, why not? I bought Man-Wolf, Creatures on the Loose, Chamber of Darkness. This is actually Bernie Wrightson's first, like, Marvel work. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. 1970. Another Man-Wolf, Murder by Moonlight. I got this because the title is awesome. It. So good. Vault of Evil. I got this one because this giant creature is like gonna freaking eat this dude, and he's just like on the phone. I thought this was hilarious. This great interaction. And then I picked up this Fantastic Four because they fight like a cosmic hockey player called Guard, and I was like, what is this thing? I gotta check it out. Yeah, so that's everything that I picked up at Heroes. I wish I got time. I know for a fact that I missed probably tons of great zines that I would have loved if I had just like gotten up off the table and had a chance to walk around the whole show. For example, I always try to buy something from Chris Schweitzer, and I just did not get a chance to. But it's all right. It's always next year. Pick up some zines next year. I actually, Jim made these Street Angel zines. He did a little video about like making the zines and like cutting them. Basically, he got all the printouts, folded them up, stapled them, showed the stapler to use. I apparently have the wrong stapler, and then used a paper cutter to give a nice straight edge on the side here. These I think are just like 8.5 by 11. It seems like 8.5 by 11. Yeah, folded in half. But he was talking about a like true zine when I was like checking out his stuff, and I was wondering what that was. And it's this like, it's the size of this Rambo. Only this isn't like a quote unquote true zine. A true zine is like this 6-page and then front and back cover. It's one printout. You kind of like fold it in a way where it folds together. You don't even need to staple it. It's just like done. And I think we're gonna make one on stream. I think I'm gonna do it at size. So we're just gonna take like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, fold it up or section it off so I'm able to draw on it, and then maybe polish it up on the computer. I think it's gonna be a 3-day build. I got kind of a loose idea for like this Murder, She Wrote cyberpunk thing for the 6 pages. I think it's gonna be fun. I don't know. We'll see how it is. The other thing that I'm looking forward to in the future with the stream is, so I've been using a webcam to get these down shots here, and to shoot me working with pencil and ink. Don't steal your robots. There's not going to be any robots. It's going to be like, cyborgs and stuff. I'm thinking about calling it Murder, She Shit Posted. That's a working title right now. This camera's okay. Better than like a built-in camera on a computer, but as far as like trying to do art and show you like fine work, like fine pencil work and stuff like that, it's maybe not the best. So I think I'm going to try to upgrade the camera in the near future, like within the month and a half. We'll see what happens. And I think once that happens, I'm going to be doing a lot more, like drawing on stream. We're gonna part of what happened in the last couple of weeks too is that I've realized I've kind of like lost track of like what I actually want as an end product, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do some more drawing on stream. We're gonna try to put together some zines. It'll be fun. Stick around for it. Follow if you want to check that stuff out. Until then, what are we doing next? I think we're gonna have a portfolio review. Mika dropped a portfolio review into my channel. Let me see if it's up there. Yeah. She has been very patient. She dropped it 6/3, so earlier this month. We're going to get around to it. I think that's going to be our next stream. If you would like a portfolio review of your own, subscribe to this channel, and then the room will pop up on the Discord. You should join the Discord. The link's down below. Until then, keep making comics. I got comics to read. And I'll catch you at the next one. Later, everyone.